The WB, this is a definition from Project Management Institute, PMI. The WBS is a hierarchical breakdown of all the required deliverables for the successful completion of the project and creation and attainment of all the project objectives and goals. If a deliverable is not in the WBS, by definition, is not a product of the project. When you get done with the WBS, the customer will say, that's exactly what I want. And you need to reinforce one more time, hey customer, if in fact it is not written down in the WBS as a deliverable, you will not receive it. So let's say I'm going to take and I'm going to put new desktop computers on everybody's desk in a company. So we're going to call this the desktop propagation project, okay? So we start and we say, well, we got software. Everybody knows we got software. The customer says, yeah, we're going to have some software. We're going to have hardware. What do we do with the hardware? Well, we've got people that build things, work with things, design things, and then we got, let me slide something out of the way for myself, not for you. Okay. And then we have the support operation, the help desk, and those kind of things. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go through a major project here. I'm going to take one of these and work with it only. Okay. So let's scratch software, personnel, and support. Let's talk about hardware. Okay. And you don't need to do this for the whole thing. Okay. So hardware, we got hardware specs. Okay, that's cool. How much can we break the specs down? How about picking the hardware? How much can we break picking the hardware down? I mean, that doesn't look like I can say hardware specs chapter 1, 2, 3. That doesn't make any sense. You only break things down to the point where they make sense and are manageable. It has nothing to do with the number of people working on something. It has to do making it to a manageable piece. And now let's say I have the installation of the hardware. So that pretty much takes care of the hardware piece. Okay. Now, under specs, I don't have anything, and under selection, I don't have anything. So there's work involved. There's tasks, activities. So I stop. That doesn't go any further. On the installation, oh well, I have the facility to worry about. Where am I putting this hardware? Where are the desktops? Are there restrictions on what can go where, what time I can get in and out of places? Are there security restrictions, those kind of things? I have a test plan, obviously. You don't do anything with a test without a written test plan. Okay? And then I have the setup of the hardware. Physically, I know the location, I know what my test plan is, and I have a physical setting up of the hardware. Again, here I am. I got activities, I stop. So when I look at the WBS decomposition, I'm trying to take and break it down into smaller manageable pieces. Okay. When I get to the point where I can't break it down any further, where I have something that's workable, I'm comfortable with, then I end up having work or activities or tasks, and I stop. Okay. Now, let's talk about the term work packages. PMI uses the term work packages. And work packages is the lowest level item on the work breakdown structure. So if I look at work packages, that's a low item. That's a low level item. I just made a correction. I hope it worked. Yeah, it did. That's a low. So all these guys are the lowest level items, because if you look at this, these three tier to here, these three tier to here, but this is not the lowest one. These three are, so these are called work packages. Now, they're called work packages because in the next presentation, we get to talk about defining work, defining activities, defining tasks, okay? And these are what we work with. This is where things go under in terms of what needs to be done.
Netcom Learning helps build innovative learning organizations in the workplace by structuring a smarter workforce, supporting changes, and driving growth. We offer over 2,000 IT, business, and soft skill courses available to organizations around the world, encompassing technologies like big data, cloud, and mobility. Since 1998, we have been empowering organizations with our managed learning services to reach optimal performance results and address challenges. And let's get into more of those technical skills, which are definitely necessary to empower your career, but do you need to improve or upgrade your leadership skills as well in order to accelerate your career? Along with your technical abilities, develop the skills you need to manage yourself, others, and business better. Welcome to Starter Learning, a collaborative knowledge platform bringing the world's best business and leadership insights from Fortune 1000 leaders, best-selling authors, and Ivy League professors. Further, if you are interested in learning from the top American leaders, please log on to the e-learning platform, starterlearning.com, and avail the special promotion meant for first-time users. You can use your coupon code STARTER10 and begin your leadership journey right now.